The murder of Joanna Yeates, a chilling Christmas tragedy. When Joanna Yeates went missing just before Christmas, the nation held its breath. But the truth that emerged was more chilling than anyone could have imagined. Joanna Yeates, a 25-year-old landscape architect, lived in Clifton, Bristol, with her boyfriend Greg Reardon. She was described by friends and family as vibrant, ambitious, and full of life. As Christmas approached in December 2010, Joanna had been planning festive celebrations, but what unfolded would devastate her loved ones and captivate the nation. On the evening of December 17, 2010, Joanna went for after-work drinks with colleagues. CCTV footage captured her buying a pizza and 2 bottles of cider at a local Tesco before returning to her flat around 8:30 p.m. That night, Greg was visiting family in Sheffield. When he returned home 2 days later, Joanna was gone. Her keys, purse, and coat were still there, but there was no sign of her or the pizza she had bought. Greg immediately reported her missing, and a massive search began. Posters were plastered across Bristol, and the media took intense interest. On Christmas morning, December 25, a couple walking their dog in Longwood Lane, near Fayland, discovered Joanna's body covered in snow. She had been strangled and showed signs of serious assault. The nation, already gripped by her disappearance, now mourned the young woman's tragic fate. The police launched a high-profile murder inquiry. Suspicion initially fell on Greg Reardon and later on their landlord, retired schoolteacher Christopher Jeffries, who lived in the same building. Jeffries was arrested and vilified in the press, but later released without charge. The wrongful focus on Jeffries highlighted media bias and led to reforms in media conduct. The real killer was Vincent Tabak, a 32-year-old Dutch engineer who lived next door to Joanna. He was arrested on January 20, 2011, after forensic evidence linked him to the crime. Tabak had been fixated on Joanna and had watched her from his flat. On the night of her murder, he invited himself into her flat under the pretense of being neighbourly. His advances were rejected, and an altercation ensued. Tabak strangled Joanna and later dumped her body on the roadside, trying to cover his tracks. Tabak pleaded guilty to manslaughter but denied murder. The court heard that he had viewed violent pornography and had a history of inappropriate behaviour toward women. The jury found him guilty of murder, and in October 2011, he was sentenced to life in prison, with a minimum of 20 years. Joanna's death sparked conversations about women's safety and media ethics. Christopher Jeffries, wrongly accused and vilified, successfully sued several newspapers and became an advocate for press reform. A TV drama, The Lost Honour of Christopher Jeffries, highlighted his ordeal.